Hey Maverick, William here, and in this video we're going to have a very practical real example on how you can set up your first Rev Content campaign. So our training already provides you with a walkthrough of the platform, so you know what is there and how to use it and all that stuff, but I want to share with you a real example. So for our training modules, we're going to have, for most of them, a video like this one, which is an example of an actual campaign setup, or in some cases I'll share, if I think it's more interesting, a case study of a campaign that I have already run, of an offer that I have already promoted on that platform. Okay, so one of the two, just so we can add a more practical example to the training. Okay, I think that this can help you understand how things tie together. All right, so with that being said, so I'm starting with this scheme here where I'll just explain to you the steps that we will go through, and then we will go through these steps. So the goal here is that we set up a new Rev Content campaign, which we will accomplish until the end of this video. And we're going to do this in 3 steps. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. So step number 1 is offer selection. Step number 2 is the process of configuring our assets. There is a typo there. Assets. And our tracking. And step number 3 is the actual campaign setup. Okay, so let's start from step number 1 here. So as our training has already revealed to you, there are different types of things you can use Rev Content for, different types of offers you can promote there. So yeah, there are some possibilities. And I will start, and I will do this demonstration with you with an affiliate offer. I could use one of my own offers or funnels. I could use an e-commerce product. I could use a list building / lead capturing page. Anything like that. Those are all possibilities that, and there are other things that can be promoted on Rev Content. But I'll start with affiliate offers first because this is my main type of thing, not the only, but the main. And also, and most importantly, because I think this is the thing that's more accessible to everyone. So I know that some Mavericks start with a program without knowing exactly what they will be promoting. So they don't have a pre-existing offer or business or whatever. So they just need to find something cool to promote on the traffic sources. So affiliate offers, obviously, it's the easiest way to do it. You can just pick a product that's already there. You don't worry about creating the product. You don't worry about delivering the product. You don't worry about payment processing. You don't worry about refunds, customer care, and a bunch of other things that are actually part of an operation where you have to create the product. So you can just like drive traffic, generate sales, put money in your pocket, and that's it. So that's the beauty of being an affiliate, all right? So how you can find good affiliate offers. So we have actually in the Traffic Mavericks program an entire masterclass that shows in practice. It's a live demonstration that I did right in front of people's eyes and that I recorded and that I made available, the recording, and made it available to the Mavericks in the program. So if you search through the modules, you're going to find a bonus module that shows exactly how you can do that. All right. But in general, we focus on recommendations that we get from the affiliate network. So you get accounts with affiliate networks and you can get recommendations because they do actually send newsletters to affiliates with recommendations. But you can also just see what's trending there. They normally, when you access an affiliate network, like even like the top ones like ClickBank, Digistore, BuyGoods, but also some other like CPA networks, when you access them, you have like the featured offers or the trending offers or the offers that are scaling. Like they normally make this information available somewhere on their platforms. Okay, so you can do that. And I'm not gonna dive deep into this because this is covered in that masterclass, so I don't want to make this video too long covering something that's already there. Another possibility is to use Spy Tools and just do your own research. AI can be very helpful at this point as well. Spy Tools can show you what other affiliates are promoting on specific traffic sources, such as Rev Content, but this actually applies to other platforms as well. This is something that for those of you who have the ad espionage training, it's kind of an optional upgrade. You can learn a lot about Spy Tools there, and you can actually fully dominate this science. But yeah, like tools like Anstrex, ANSTREX, for example. At least at the moment I'm recording this, that's one of the nice tools for spying on native platforms like Rev Content, for example. Adplexity and others, they can help you do this. Normally that involves an additional expense, so I would recommend you to start with this one. Okay, let me put the start here. Okay, start with this one, but this is an option. And if you are not a brand new like affiliate, if you've been into affiliate marketing for a while, even if not with Rev Content and with other platforms, still you can use your own past campaigns as reference. This is normally what I do. I have my own campaigns from the past and I'll just use them as reference for myself, okay? All right, so that's the first step. We'll go to an affiliate network and pick an offer in a moment. Okay, so again, we're gonna do all of this in practice, but first I want you to have an overview of the process. So that's offer selection, step number 1. Step number 2, we're gonna configure our assets for actually setting up the campaign and running it. So we're gonna start with setting up a landing page. The landing page, it's an intermediate page. So when you get an offer to promote, you're gonna have an affiliate link. And obviously you're gonna be setting up ads to run on Rev Content. When people click your ad, you're not gonna send them straight to the affiliate link. You're gonna send them to a landing page and then to the affiliate link. If you're not promoting an affiliate offer, if it's your own offer, you may not need a landing page. And even for some affiliate offers, you may want to test what we call direct linking. However, in many cases, a landing page can be useful first to protect your accounts because many affiliate networks, they use domains that many affiliates promote in many ways, which means that many people use spamming tactics. And end up leading to those domains getting blacklisted, which can make ad approval tougher, can increase ad rejections, and things like that. So a landing page, your own landing page with a different domain, a clean domain, can solve this problem. Also, landing page, they help with a warm-up process. Like if you're trying to sell a specific offer to a specific type of people, you want to use a landing page to position the offer for them. Like let's say it's a make money online offer. Okay, the offer is about making money online, but for who? And how and why? Like, no, it's a make money online offer for people who have plenty of time and who don't have a budget to get started. It's very beginner friendly, etc. So you position it correctly on your landing page. Some of the offers, like the one I'll be promoting here, they are lead generation offers, which means you get paid for generating a lead. But the offer itself, it's pretty much just a form. No one goes to a random form and completes the form. So the landing page explains to them what it is about, what they're getting. And this is the exact example we're going to have today in this video. And then they go to the form already knowing why they're going to that form and why they should complete the form. So that increases your conversions pretty significantly. So a landing page can be very useful in many cases. So we will do that. Then we're going to prepare our copy and media. Like for natives, it's super simple because it's literally a headline and some images. Then we're going to configure a tracking tool. Like, is this a mandatory step? Like, technically it is not. But I strongly advise you to do this because it will allow you to have insights on your campaign. You will know which ads, for example, are producing more conversions and giving you a better return on ad spend. So you can increase budget for those and you can get rid of the bad ads, things like that. So when we get to the optimization point, which we're going to talk about in a moment, having a tracking tool can be a game changer for you. So if you want to run your first campaign without one, is it possible? Like technically it is, but if you're going to scale the campaign and make it profitable and invest more money, eventually you're going to have to start doing this. Okay, and I'll configure a tracking tool right in front of you so that you see how simple it is. So we're going to integrate the tracker with the offer, and we're going to integrate the tracker with the traffic source. So the offer in this case, it's from an affiliate network, and we're going to integrate the tracker with the traffic source, which in this case is Rev Content, but as you'll see, it's very similar for other platforms. Okay. So that's step number 2. And step number 3 is actually setting up the campaign on Rev Content, and then optimization, tracking and optimizing. So this is a matter of observing your campaign. So this is not something we're going to do right now in this video. The only step that I'm not going to show you here in this video because this is an ongoing process. So if you see that an ad is making money and another one is not, you have to get rid of that one. If you see that a specific publisher website inside Rev Content is making you money and another one is not making you money, you stick with the good one, you remove the bad one. So this is something that we cover in our training already, and the optimization rules and everything. And if you have any questions, you can always let me and my team know and we will help you. But this is an ongoing process after the campaign is running. So right now, we're gonna actually do it in practice until this setup at campaign step, okay? So these are the 3 steps. If you can execute these 3 things efficiently, then you can make money with Rev Content. And the process is actually pretty much the same for many ad campaigns. All right, so let's go to the first step. And by the way, I'll do my best to go through this process exactly as it will be for you. Okay, so because I've seen many people do something, and I must confess I made this mistake in past trainings as well, to use old accounts with a history and stuff like that, both with affiliate networks and with traffic sources and even with trackers. So basically accounts that have some access to additional things. And then, like for example, with an affiliate network, an old account may have access to offers that are not available to a new account. And then a beginner tries to follow these steps and has issues, like just cannot replicate or access the same offers or stuff like that. So I'm using new accounts whenever possible here because I want to make sure that I go through the process exactly as you will be going through the process, so that we're doing it in the same way. And I'm not doing this with any special type of advantage of someone who's been doing this for a while. Okay, so this is a Max Bounty account. Max Bounty is a CPA network, which is a type of affiliate network, basically. The difference is that a CPA, cost per acquisition network, it will reward you, it will pay you for different types of actions, not just for sales. So there are some offers here that will pay you a commission for getting people to perform different types of actions. Okay. So I'm gonna start with something very, very simple, but again, this is just an example. Rev Content is great for promoting many different types of offers. So please don't be too attached to my example. Promote what you would like to promote. Okay. Sometimes I show an example, and I've done this in trainings before. And when I pick something to promote, people think they absolutely must pick the exact same thing. So I show an example with an app offer, and then everyone just wants to promote that exact same app. Like, it doesn't work like that. You know, the affiliate space is way bigger than just one offer. Okay. All right. So that being said, I'm going to start with the search section here. And it's possible to use Rev Content for different types of offers and for different countries as well. But I'll keep it simple, and I'll start with the United States here. So let me just select the US. Okay, here we go, United States. And I'm going to start with a very simple category, which is surveys. And here's something important. I'm going to check approved to run. Actually, I'm going to perform the search without this first, just so you can see what happens. And then I'm going to mark that one. So I got a huge number of offers here, right? But some of these offers, let me see if this is the case with this first one, they will require that I request approval, request approval to run the offer, which is fine. You can come here and you can fill out this form and request approval, and many offers will approve you. So you can say that you're going to start sending like a small number of leads initially, like how many leads per day you'll send. You can put 10 or 15 initially. If you can always say you're going to use existing creative, even if you're not. No one's going to check that unless there's really an issue, so you don't have to submit too much information. Here you don't have normally to upload something here, and you can say that you're going to be using native if it's Rev Content. Then here you're going to put Rev Content, and then just say that you're going to run first tier type of traffic. You don't have to say you're going to use a landing page for now, and then say, oh, I'm going to be running this campaign on Rev Content. Top quality traffic to drive leads. Pretty simple. Direct linking, you can say something like that, and that's it. Obviously, this form is not going to be the same for all affiliate networks, but just to give an idea on what to say in general. And oftentimes, you're going to get the approval within 1 or 2 business days. So this is totally possible, but if you want to speed up the process, normally you can just start with offers that are what we call public offers, especially if your account doesn't have a history. If it does, if you made money with the account first, sometimes that approval process is even automated. But in many cases, the easiest way to do is just to go with approved to run offers. Okay, and then you can see the number of offers is much lower here, right? Okay, so here you're going to have a look at the offers, and you can promote any offer that is a free lead generation offer or even a paid offer, like depends. In my case, I'm going to start with an offer, like I would probably start with a single opt-in offer, which means that people just have to fill out the form and that's it. Or even with a double opt-in offer, like this one, for example, where people have to submit the form and they also have to confirm their email address. That's what DOI or double opt-in means. It demands email confirmation. Single opt-in or SOI means no email confirmation necessary. Okay. Okay. So let's say let's have a look at this one, like because you have to see the payouts as well. So these two are single opt-in offers. So I'll probably just start with the one with the higher payout here, and we can have a look and see all the details. Here's a preview. Sometimes there's a geo restriction. Like let me see this one. Okay. So as you can see, it's in Portuguese because right now I'm in Brazil. So it's in Portuguese. Some offers won't even load if they do not allow the country or place you're at. So yeah, this is very normal. So this is the reason why sometimes they offer an image preview of how people will actually see it. Okay, so this is the image preview. Okay, and there is this one here just show. That's a double opt-in offer, DOI offer, and let's see the preview. As you can see, it's not loading for me because I'm in Brazil. So, and this offer is for the United States only. So it detects that I'm not in the US. It's not a problem for me to promote it if I'm not in the US. Only problem is like, not a problem, but only thing is that I have to target people who will click the ad who are in the US. Okay. If I click the image preview, it's possible to, let me see if I can make it bigger actually. So this is the offer. Okay. It's a relatively short form. I like this one because it already mentions here that it's $3 per survey. So this is nice. It's an incentive. Like it's telling people that they will get paid right on top. I like this. So let's say I'll promote just this one for now. So now that I've selected this one, I have to build my tracking link here. And so click this button and the type of traffic I'll be sending. You have to see if there are restrictions and times here. In general, if you'll be using a landing page and it will be your own website, you can normally select display sometimes, and it will be fine. But ideal here is native. Like that's exactly what we're going to be using. So native, and it's allowed here, as you can see. Then raw link, you just want your link. And these things here, you can leave them blank, and normally just need really your link. And here's my link, okay? So I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to save this in a text file here. Now that we have our offer, next step is to set up a landing page. Now you can use any page builder that you like. You can use HTML templates. You can do this in any way you want. I'm going to use this software here, CPA Tools. It's a proprietary software. Sometimes we make this available as part of our programs and things like that. If you'd like to have access to this software, and you still haven't seen how, you can reach out to me and my team, and we can assist you with this. Okay, but this is not mandatory. This is not something you absolutely need. Like you can use another software if you want to. Okay, but I'll use this one. So I'll go here to templates, and I'm not gonna really. This is not a tutorial on the software. Like if you have this one, the tutorials are here on the dashboard. Okay, so I'll just come here and I'll pick a very simple template for promoting this one. Like for example, let me see something here. Like I like this one. Okay, so all right, so let's see. I have 3 color options here, so I'll probably just start with this one anyways. Here's the first thing. There is an option here in this software. It's already available here, like in a page builder. You may need to do it in a different way, but to display advertisement on top. So you can see the preview here and see that it shows advertisement on top when I check this. This is nice for native platforms in general, not only Rev content, but for most of them, because with this one is going to ensure that your page gets approved. Okay, so this is important. Okay, so let's start putting in the content here. So of course, I have already created some content for this to speed up the process here. So headline has to be something very clear, very straightforward, that has a very clear benefit. So this is the one I'm going to be using. Americans are getting rewarded with goods and cash using just a phone. So pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Like it has to tell people what is the benefit for them. Okay. Then for this sub headline here, I'm going to put something like this: help companies get rewarded. Okay, and then let's go to the bullet points. So bullet number 1, I'm going to tell people what they have to do. Basically, people need to know what this is about. So sign up free with no sensitive information. Then bullet number 2 is share your opinion on products before they hit the shelf. Perhaps I'm going to make this shorter actually on various products, and I'm going to remove the before they hit the shelf part just to make it shorter. The next bullet is get rewarded with test and keep products and cash. Make this shorter. Product samples maybe and cash. I'm going to try to make these bullet points as short as possible. Next one is just do it for 1 hour a day to make an extra income. Let's remove the just to make it shorter. Okay, do it for 1 hour a day to make an extra income. And bullet number 5, let's add some urgency here. Limited spots for people in the US. Okay, secure yours. What I like to do with these bullet points is to bold some parts, because make it easier for people to read. Share your opinion. And for bullet 3, I'm going to bold like product samples and cash. So let's do something like this: samples and cash. Extra income and limited spots. Okay, so these are the parts I'm bolding. Okay, then we need to have a call to action for the button. Let's go with something very simple. Just tell people what they have to do. Start free registration. And this is the preview of the page for mobile and for desktop. Okay, so now I'm going to hit next, and here I'm going to choose a domain. So let's just say Pinecone Survey. This is the URL. Let's check if this is available. Already taken, so Pinecone free survey. Okay, this one is available. Then I have to choose a domain here, so I'm going to just pick, let's see, awesometips.xyz/Pinecone free survey. Okay, Pinecone free surveys is the example, is the title that will show up on the browser's tab, for example. And here is where goes my affiliate link. I'm going to get that link that I generated with Max Bounty, and I'm going to put it here. And for these others, I'm going to leave them blank for now, but I might return here to edit the page and add the tracking code when I set up the tracking tool. Okay, so for now this is done. I'm going to hit submit. Okay, so next I am going to configure the tracking tool, which is Bmob. Now, I already have, let me show you here, a couple of images that I'll be using for the ads on Rive Content. So I'll use just 2 for this example today, but ideally you want to use more, like at least 10 images initially. And I have a couple of headlines here that are written as well that I'll be using when we get to the point of creating the ads on Rive Content. But for now, I'll just set up the tracking tool here. So we're done with selecting an offer, putting together a landing page, and now I already have, as I showed you, like 2 simple headlines and 2 images for the ads that I just found on the internet, and the headlines I just created them. You can use AI for doing that. It's also perfectly fine, both for images and headlines. So now next, we're set up the tracking tool. So I created an account with Bmob. Bmob is a tracking tool that has a free plan, so you can start without making this an extra expense, without buying a paid tool. And I access the tool, and this is empty, as you can see, so we're going to start from scratch. So first thing we're going to do is to add Max Bounty here, the affiliate network, okay? Because then we're going to proceed with doing the integration. So what we're going to do is click New here, and New from Template. Bmob has most affiliate networks with a template, and as you can see, Max Bounty is here, so I'm going to click Next. And this is the pre-configuration, which is perfectly fine. What I'll need to do is to copy this postback URL to my clipboard, okay? Because this is the one, I'm going to save it here, that I'll be adding to Max Bounty. It means that every time a conversion takes place on Max Bounty, it will inform Bmob about it via this URL. It will send the information of that conversion to Bmob via this postback URL here. So we'll be feeding Bmob with this information. So now that I have this URL, I'll just go back to Max Bounty to add this to my Max Bounty account. The easiest way to do it on Max Bounty is to add it as a global postback URL. Now, if you want to use different trackers for any reason for each campaign, I don't think it's necessary, but it's possible. You can go to the offer that you'll be promoting, and you can add the URL here as a postback, okay, to the offer specifically. But if you want this to apply to all your offers, you add it to your account as a global postback URL. So I'm going to select this one, paste the URL Bmob just gave me here, and click Save, and that's it. Okay, it's being updated. So now we're done with the affiliate network. So we'll integrate Bmob with the traffic source. This way, the information on the traffic source, like the cost for each click, which ads are generating clicks, will be sent to Bmob. So as you can see, Bmob gets all the information of the campaign, the conversion side and the ad side, the cost side, puts all together and helps you with reports for optimization. So let's go to traffic sources here. And I'll do the same thing. New from template. As you can see, they have a bunch of platforms here with pre-made templates, but I'll just select Rive Content. I'll hit Next. And here is the template that's already like pre-configured for you, so you don't really need to change anything here. Okay, so you're going to keep it as it is. Pretty simple. And you're going to hit Save. Now, for this one to work, there's one final thing we need to do. I'm going to select Rive Content. I'm going to click the Edit button here. And the same configuration window opens up. And here you will note that this is the URL that Bmob will use to forward conversion information to Rive Content. This is not mandatory, but it's nice because it means that when people click an ad on Rive Content, Bmob will collect that click and cost information. Then if they go to the offer and perform the action and generate a commission for you on the Max Bounty end, Max Bounty will inform Bmob, and Bmob can also inform, like forward this conversion information to Rive Content so that you can see conversions on the Rive Content interface as well. So I like to do this, and all you need to do is to replace this API key here, where it says replace, obviously, replace it with your API key from your Rive Content account. So I'll do it here just so you can see how this is done. So inside your Rive Content account, you're going to go to Account Settings, and if you scroll down, you will see, I'm blurring the information here, by the way, because obviously there's some, I had to put some information about my company to set up the account, so only for that reason. But if you scroll down, you're going to find your API key. Okay, I'll keep it blurred here as well for security reasons, but you're going to copy it. Okay, you're going to copy the key, and you're going to return to Bmob, and you're going to paste it there. And it will look like this, okay? And that's it. You're going to hit Save. Done with the traffic source. So next thing is the landing page. So you're going to click New in this case. You're going to give your landing page a name. So Pinecone landing page 1, for example. This is the URL of your landing page. So this is mine. Okay. And this is all you need, basically. You're going to click Save. And here's the page. Now, the next step, there are 2 more steps to go, is to go to Offers, click New. Oops. Yeah, click New. And here you're going to add like Pine Cone Lead, let's put Joy Offer. Okay, and you're going to select the network, which is Max Bounty. Here is the affiliate link. So I'm going to put my affiliate link here. Okay. And that's it. You're going to click Save. There we go. And final step now is to set up the campaign. So here is where Bmob will generate some links and codes that we're going to use to finish the setup. So I'm going to click New. I'm going to give the campaign any name, Pinecone Die campaign, for example, US, let's say. Then I'm going to select Rev Content for the traffic source. I'm going to select, I'm going to actually leave the rest as default here. You don't have to change anything here. And here, you're going to choose a built-in flow. Okay. And then you're going to enable landing page, and you're going to choose a landing page here, which is the one we just added. As you can see, you can split test landing page and split the traffic if you have more than one here. And we're going to add the offer. So this is the flow. People will click the link, will go to the Leonard, and go to the offer. And if conversion takes place, then Bmob takes care of everything. I'm going to hit Save. And once the campaign has been set up, it's going to show you the campaign links. I'm going to close this just to show you how you can access this information again if you need in the future. You just select your campaign, you go to Actions, and you go to Campaign Links. Okay, and it's the same information. Here, these are the important links. First one, campaign URL. So I'm saving this because we're going to use this in a moment. But this is the campaign URL. It's the URL you're going to submit with your ads on Rev Content. It means that Rev Content will send people to this campaign URL here. Okay. Then you're going to also get the landing page pixel. This is a code that we're going to add to our landing page. Okay. And we're going to get the campaign URL. So remember that when I set up the landing page, I put my affiliate link there. So it would be working if it was to run without tracking. But because we're going to have a tracking tool set up, we're going to replace that one with this one. And this link, when people come from that campaign URL, like they click the link in my ad, go to my landing page via this campaign URL here, then because of the codes that will be on my page, Bmob will identify that they are coming from that campaign. And this link that's going to be the link on my button on the landing page will automatically redirect people to the affiliate link, which I just provided to Bmob when I set up the offer there. Okay, so I'll do this right now just to show you how this is done. So these are the important ones. You're not going to really need the other ones for now. Okay. So now I'm editing my page again, and I'll go to the settings, and that pixel that I copied, I'm going to copy it here and paste it here as the tracking code. Okay, and the click URL, I'll put it here instead of my direct link offer, because then Bmob will redirect to this affiliate link when people click this link here. Okay, and then I'm going to hit Submit to save. And now finally, let's set up the campaign on Rev Content. So you're going to access your account. You're going to click Create a Campaign. And here you're going to put a campaign name. It can be just for your reference. Okay. Cost per click. Normally, let's just start with a small cost per click here. And then we can increase this as necessary as we run the campaign. If we see that we're not getting conversions, sometimes it makes sense to see increasing the cost per click can help to get more quality traffic. If we get no impressions and no clicks, it means we're bidding too low, so we can increase that. Okay. And then the amount per day. Let me actually see what's the minimum they allow here. It's $50. Okay, it's not a problem because you don't have to invest $50 per day. You can run the campaign, and when it's a $10 ad spend, you can pause it, or $15. So the only difference is you're going to have to pause it manually. Okay. So you can keep these things the same. You don't have to create a conversion pixel here because Bmob is going to be sending the conversions via the server-to-server module that we just set up there. So yeah, you can just keep most of the things the same. What's really crucial here, you don't have, by the way, to set up start and end dates, okay? Because you can start the campaign, like only cases if you don't want the campaign to run immediately after it's approved. So you set a start date that's going to be 1 or 2 days ahead, because then even if creatives are approved, the campaign is not going to run. but that would be the only scenario. For an end date, I don't think it makes sense unless you're promoting like an event or something that naturally has an end date. But if this is not the case, you just put it as never ends, and then whenever you want to end the campaign, you literally just pause the campaign. Now, country is very important. So you're going to choose the country that you're targeting. So let's say United States. You can even go more specific than that, for example, and you can choose like specific state or something like that, which is not the case for me, or even use zip codes or cities, stuff like that. Not necessary in most cases. Then you're going to choose if you want all devices, desktop, mobile, or tablet. Like you can leave all devices and see which one is going to convert more based and then make adjustments during your optimization. But in general, for these simple offers, I like to go with mobile, okay? And if there is an operating system for your offer, you can choose it here. But in my case, there's not a restriction for that. And for the language, you choose English. And here we will do the UTM tracking, okay? So when we click here, we have another form. And to complete this step, I'll put in front of you here now that campaign URL we got from Bmob after we set up the campaign, remember? So you see that it has two parts that are divided or split by a question mark. So before the question mark is just the URL. And after the question mark are the parameters for tracking that Bmob provides. So what you're going to do here is to add these parameters here. So let me just start with the source here, so you can put just rev content, for example. And here you can put like CPC, for example. And here we're going to put like Pinecone, for example. Now, the ones that are truly important are the ones we're going to add here as custom, okay? So we're just adding these ones because they are mandatory, actually. So here we're going to do something like this. Let me. So as you can see, we have a key and a value. So this is actually what Bmob provides. Key equals value. Key equals value, okay? So we will just split the keys and values here. So this is a key and this is its value. Then we remove this E here because it means it's another key, another value, key, and value. And I'll basically do this for all of them, okay? All right, so now you notice that there's one here that's a little bit different. So you can actually replace this one. If you click on variables here, I think it's not going to allow me to copy, so I'm going to have to type. But you can replace it with that last one, conversion underscore UUID. Okay, so let me do this here. So conversion underscore UUID. And now we're done. So what I'm going to do now is copy these keys and values here. So let me copy the first one, put it here, and the respective value here. And I'll do it for all of them. Okay, so now as you can see in the example here, all these tracking parameters have been added. Okay, I'm going to click here, and it's been saved here, as you can see. And now we can click save here. Okay, now we just set up the campaign, but the campaign needs to have ads to run, right? So we're going to add content or ads to the campaign. Okay, so this is the next step. So now I'll get back here because these are the tracking parameters are just added. But remember that before the question mark, we had that main URL. So this is the one we're going to use now. Sometimes if you face any issues getting this one approved, it can happen sometimes. Let's see if it will happen with this one. Then what you can do is just to use your landing page URL here, like the direct landing page URL, and it should work as well. Okay, because you've placed the code, the Bmob's code in your landing page source code, so it should still work. But ideally, you want to use this one. So I'm going to put it here. Okay. And it's possible to add some additional things here sometimes, but you don't have to do it, like, because we have already done that before. Now brand name, it's like, I'm gonna put like Pinecone Research here. But what really matters is the headline here. So remember that I said that I had set up some headlines before. I had created some headlines before, so I'm gonna copy them here, like this first one, for example, and I'll paste it here. Okay. And I'm going to hit submit. And here's my ad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is add another variation here. So I'm going to click plus content here. And I'm going to just repeat the process. Put the URL again. And I can use the other headline, for example. Okay, and I'll click submit. And as you can see, they will be pending. The ads will be pending, and this is the reason why it says here content in review. So the campaign isn't actually running, content is still pending. And yeah, basically what you're going to do is you can leave them disabled while they're still pending and they will still be reviewed, or you can set a start date for the campaign that's a few 1 or 2 days ahead so that it doesn't run immediately if that's a problem for you. Okay, and then you can obviously upload more ads and more creatives here. And here you're going to be able to monitor the campaign's performance, which it's not running yet, so obviously you're not going to be able to see anything there. Here is the settings. You can manage content, which is basically your ads, and then you have the widget targeting here. So basically, as the campaign starts to run, you're going to start to see widgets here. A widget is basically a place like a website or an app where your ad is being displayed. And you'll see that some widgets, they do really well. They give you clicks, they're not too expensive, they give you conversions, they make you money. And others are exactly the opposite. So you're going to be able to block some of those widgets as you run the campaign. You're going to be able to select them and block them. And as you block them, you're going to see them here in this widget block list tab. Okay. And this is also part of your campaign optimization. So you want to keep the profitable ones and remove the unprofitable ones. Okay, and this is it. Rev Content is pretty simple to use. And if you have any questions, you can just reach out to me or my team, and we are here to help you. We're doing our best to help you get your campaigns going. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this step-by-step video, and I hope that you will be setting up a bunch of campaigns, a bunch of ads, that you see a bunch of ads like these ones on your account, and that you will make a ton of money with your campaigns. All right, and again, you don't have to make this a lonely journey. So any questions you have, anything you need, just let us know.